Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coin TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, our channel is the perfect place to grow your knowledge and passion for numismatics. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. The 1997 Zimbabwe $2 coin represents a fascinating intersection of post-colonial African monetary evolution, economic policy, and symbolic nation building during a time when Zimbabwe was still functioning under a relatively stable financial system. This coin was issued during the period when Zimbabwe's currency retained meaningful value, well before the era of hyperinflation that later made the Zimbabwean dollar world famous for its trillion-dollar banknotes. The 1997 $2 coin belongs to the second generation of Zimbabwean coinage, minted after the country had moved away from the Rhodesian currency legacy and was actively promoting national identity through design choices showcasing native wildlife, local culture, and natural heritage. In the 1990s, Zimbabwe's economy still maintained structural strength based on agriculture, mining, and regional trade, and this stability is reflected in the dignity and simplicity of its circulating coinage. The $2 denomination was among the highest value circulating coins of its time, serving as an important transactional unit before inflation escalated later in the 2000s. At the center of the coin's story is its economic context. In 1997, Zimbabwe faced the early rumblings of financial strain, public spending increases, war veteran pension payouts, and currency pressure, but these problems had not yet exploded. Thus, the $2 coin still held real purchasing power. It could buy small goods, local bus fares, commoditized food items, or essential consumer products. Its value made it a practical alternative to low-denomination banknotes, which wore out quickly in circulation. Coins like the 1997 $2 were minted for durability as inflation made notes less practical for small transactions. The government and the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe therefore invested in higher denomination coins for cost efficiency, reducing the need to print many low-value banknotes. The design of the 1997 Zimbabwe $2 coin centers on wildlife symbolism, specifically featuring the iconic Zimbabwe bird or an animal motif depending on the version. Zimbabwean coins typically feature animals representing the nation's rich biodiversity: sable antelope, elephants, kudu, and other indigenous species. These designs serve multiple purposes: national pride, cultural continuity, tourist identity, and environmental awareness. Wildlife imagery on national currency is significant in post-colonial African nations because it reclaims natural heritage that was often commercialized under colonial administrations. By placing wildlife at the center of its monetary iconography, Zimbabwe asserted a message: its wealth is in its land, its animals, its people, and its independence. The artwork is typically stylized, clean, and bold, ensuring good visibility even with wear. The edge is usually smooth or reeded, depending on the minting batch, and the metal content is selected for strength and cost efficiency. On the obverse side, Zimbabwean coins from this era normally display the coat of arms, featuring the Zimbabwe bird atop a shield showing Great Zimbabwe stone walls and agricultural symbols. The supporting kudu and national motto, unity, freedom, work, encapsulate political messaging. This design, when placed on a circulating coin, becomes a pocket-sized declaration of sovereignty and national identity. Every citizen who used the 1997 $2 coin effectively carried a piece of that symbolism in their everyday life, connecting daily commerce with national pride. The reverse side varies by denomination, but for the $2 coin in the late 1990s, the reverse commonly features a theme animal associated with Zimbabwean wildlife reserves, often the sable antelope or the majestic African elephant. These designs are not just decorative, they are carefully chosen to reflect prestige, ecological identity, and tourism appeal. Wildlife tourism contributed significantly to Zimbabwe's economy in this era, and coin imagery provided subtle international branding whenever coins appeared in foreign hands or were seen by visitors. From a numismatic perspective, the 1997 Zimbabwe $2 coin holds importance for collectors because it is part of a series that predates the historic collapse of the Zimbabwean dollar. Coins from the mid-1990s through early 2000s represent the last era before Zimbabwe's economic stability unraveled. After 2006-2008, coins became worthless due to hyperinflation, and Zimbabwe transitioned to foreign currency usage. This makes earlier coins like the 1997 issue more valuable historically because they belong to the pre-crisis era. Their mintages were moderate but not excessively large, making them affordable but interesting collectibles. They are not rare, but they are culturally significant artifacts representing a vanished monetary system. The metal composition of the 1997 $2 coin is typically copper nickel or nickel-plated steel, chosen for durability and circulation. Copper-nickel alloys provide corrosion resistance, a crucial factor in hot climates and high humidity regions, and withstand years of pocket and cash drawer wear. Zimbabwe's central mint and various contracted mints used precision milling to ensure consistent weight and diameter across the series. For a country with economic challenges, well-minted coinage also functioned as a public assurance of governmental stability. The tactile weight and durability of the $2 coin conveyed a sense of trust in the currency at a time when the public was growing uneasy about economic pressures. The 1997 $2 coin is also historically important because it represents the final stable period before the currency values changed dramatically. Within just a decade, Zimbabwe would experience one of the worst cases of hyperinflation in modern history, rendering coins obsolete. Thus, the 1997 $2 coin stands as a symbol of both national hope and the calm before the storm. Its presence in circulation was normal, stable, and unremarkable at the time, but with hindsight, it has become a marker of contrast between Zimbabwe's economic past and its later monetary collapse. Collectors today appreciate the coin for its story, not just its metal. It illustrates how nations use currency to express identity, manage economy, and communicate values. The 1997 Zimbabwe $2 coin encapsulates a moment when Zimbabwe still envisioned a strong economic future, still had a functioning currency system, and still presented itself as a modern African state grounded in cultural pride and wildlife heritage. The 1997 Zimbabwe $2 coin was issued during a period when Zimbabwe's economy was still relatively stable, and coins were used for normal daily transactions. In the 1990s, Zimbabwe used a strong system of animal-themed coins, and the $2 denomination was one of the highest circulating coin values at that time. This coin belongs to the second generation of Zimbabwean currency after independence 1980 when the government redesigned its money to represent African identity. Most coins from this period feature the Zimbabwe coat of arms. On one side and native wildlife, often the sable antelope or other iconic animals, on the other side. Economically, 1997 was an important year. Zimbabwe still used the original Zimbabwean dollar, ZWD, and the currency had real value. The $2 coin could buy transport fares, food items, and daily necessities. However, this period also marked the beginning of financial strain. Government spending and currency pressure started increasing from late 1997. Within a decade, Zimbabwe would face extreme hyperinflation, making coins like the 1997 $2 historically significant because they represent the last stable period before the monetary collapse of the 2000s. Please don't forget like, share and subscribe.